This morning, James 5:16 hit me in a whole new way. I mean, it just blew my mind. I'm not going to go into it too deeply here because I'm going to do a whole video on this. It's such a revelation, at least for me. But it talked about how the effective and fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Well, if you believe in Jesus, you're righteous. That's your position. It's not your action. It's not something you earn. It's your position because of Christ's work on the cross. So done. That one's check. Righteous man. Well, woman, but part of mankind. So I qualify. Then I thought, okay, fervent, that's my part. That means persistent. That means heartfelt. That means with passion. That's my part. That's what I have to do in prayer, right? When I do that, God does the effective part. He makes the prayer effective. And so when I do my part and he does his part, then my prayers have power. That's the avail much. They have power and things change. And this is what God showed me. And right after that, James says, Elijah was just a man with a nature like ours. And yet he prayed and it stopped raining for 3.5 years. And then he prayed again and it rained again. And this is what God spoke to my heart this morning. Keep at it. Be persistent. Put your heart and your passion into it. And you're going to see power. Okay, so I get to church this morning. First of all, on my way to church, I'm so moved by this verse that I am preaching this to my family in the car on the way to church. We get to church, my pastor's preaching this very same passage. My son turns to me, he's like, did you know that Pastor Scott was going to preach this? I said, no. And that is how God showed up in my story today. How did he show up in your story?